A very good morning to you from London. Here are some of the biggest stories from around the world Wednesday.
That's what we're preparing for just as much.
President Trump has fired a Homeland Security official who publicly refuted the president's unfounded claims of widespread election fraud. Christopher Krebs was the director of a cybersecurity agency that called the November election, quote, the most secure in American history. The move had been widely expected and comes amid a purge of senior officials by the Trump administration. A joint statement by state and federal election officials on November 12th wrote, quote, there is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was in any way compromised. It went on to say, we have the utmost confidence in the security and integrity of our elections, and you should too. More on this story at Bloomberg.com. 3 former lawmakers in Hong Kong have been arrested, this in connection with a scuffle in the Legislative Council chamber in May. Eddie Chu, Raymond Chan and Ted Hui were detained for allegedly trying to disrupt a vote on measures banning criticism of the Chinese national anthem. The arrests are the latest blow to Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement following the passage of a sweeping security law in June. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced a $16 billion plan to boost green industries and tackle climate change. He says the plan will create or support as many as 250,000 jobs. Under the proposal, sales of new petrol and diesel cars will be banned from 2030, while allowing the sale of hybrids until 2035. It says government will back investment in electric vehicles, hydrogen, wind and nuclear power, as well as greening homes. The plans are key for Boris Johnson, who aims to use a, quote, green industrial revolution to revive the economy and relaunch his premiership.
Prime Minister, have you lost control of this pandemic?
In business, Elon Musk is now the third richest person in the world. He's passed Mark Zuckerberg with a net worth of about $110 billion. His wealth has jumped over $80 billion this year alone. The value of his electric car firm Tesla has skyrocketed in 2020 and is continuing its rally after being named for inclusion in the S&P 500. And lastly, memories of 2017 are flooding back as Bitcoin's charge continues. It's quickly approaching the record highs that spurred a mania among investors almost 3 years ago, but ended in a crash. Bitcoin's more than doubled in value this year amid a fresh embrace from some Wall Street firms. For more top business stories from around the world, follow Bloomberg Quicktake on Twitter and read more on Bloomberg.com.